Never gain the guy's respect if you fight for his attention. When women fight for my attention, I laugh at them deep down. Do you really think I'm gonna get my respect fighting for me like that? You know, that's my job to fight for you, not the opposite way around. Find somebody else. If you gotta fight for his attention, find somebody else. Don't tell people you watch my channel if you fight for a man's attention.
Never text a guy back after the first date. If a guy likes you, he'll text you back. He'll say he had a great time today or tomorrow because he's anxious. He wants to know if you like him, right? So even if he says, text me back when I get home, don't text him back when you get home. Let him text you first because it says a lot. When a guy likes you, he'll text you first. It's that simple, okay? All right, there's no exception to this. Or he's playing the game. Either way, never text him back. If you want to, text him back a week later, okay? It's just at least a week later. Just don't do that after the first 2 dates. No, the first 2 days.
Pre-selection is the next most important thing. Other women and other people seeing that you're wanted makes you more attractive. Desirability is a social factor. It's a social phenomenon wherein they like something because other people like it. And that automatically becomes a desirable thing. When other women see that other women want you, they pretty much assume that you're a desirable person. It means that they have to be looking at you and smiling. Or all of them have to be looking at you at the same time. Or the most attractive girl in the group look at you. Humans just use context to assume, you know? Why? Because humans naturally don't like what's unfamiliar. Humans don't like to not know. So rather than not know, they pretty much assume. Right? It's uncomfortable. So we need to feel like we are familiar with our environment. And that's why a lot of times we assume. So the next one, boundaries. Boundaries I'm talking about is more emotional boundaries. Quick sex is not what turns guys off. It's what comes with the quick sex. It's the fact that you keep texting him after sex. Leave him alone. If you have quick sex and then never text him again, I can promise you more guys will be chasing after you. Having boundaries pretty much allows a man to see you in your most attractive state. The word no is the most attractive word in the English language. If you don't learn how to say no, you're pretty much screwing your sex value. The reason why it's important is because your sexual macro value is what's pretty much what's going to determine who's going to be child's dad. So if you want him to respect your sex appeal, give him boundaries. Don't let him have it all the time. It's not about how fast you give it, right? It's more about how much you make him feel like he's about to lose you per se.
By hurting you in small ways and seeing your reaction. They'll inflict pain. Try to gaslight you to see how you're going to respond. They're testing to see what are the limits. So that's why I say find out the smallness of disrespect. And from the beginning, call it out. People will naturally try to control every circumstance. Humans are always looking for power. When I say power, I mean simple control. So what they'll want to do, they can't just start abusing you. First got to see whether or not you are the right victim. Try to hurt you to see if you tolerate it, to see your pain tolerance, how much you're willing to tolerate from them. And if you forgive them without calling them out and making them pay a price, their mouth are just going to start salivating. They're going to say, I found my victim. And you're communicating that because you're not willing to stand up for yourself. You don't know your boundaries. You don't know what's respect and disrespect because you're so used to those boundaries being broken from the start.
I don't give a fuck how good his dick is. If there's no self-respect in that relationship, I don't care. If there is no respect in that relationship, you should not be in it. You should learn to value self-respect over a relationship. Why? Because people will dangle a relationship at the cost of respect. You're going to let him flake on you. You're going to let him cancel dates because he's unique. You give him that power and then he takes over you and then he takes control over you. Value self-respect over a relationship. Dicks are everywhere. Your self-esteem is unique to you. The reason why when you like the guy, they don't like you back, it's not because they don't like you in general, because I can promise you most likely they will have some chemistry with you. The problem is that you're fucking up the natural process because you're trying too hard. When you don't like the guy, you don't try too hard, and that's why they end up liking you or becoming obsessed. But when you like them, you try so hard that you validate him. There's no anxiety no more. There's no, does she like me or does she doesn't like me? Treat the guys that you like the way you treat the guys that you don't like, and you'll notice there's a big difference. And if you don't believe me, just look at the way you text guys you like and compare it to the way you text guys you don't like.
Nice girls are victims. They focus on what people did to them rather on what they did wrong to get those types of results. When people attack them, they usually get inward. Rather than remaining rational, using the attack as a way to judge this person and to not judge them in terms of saying they're good or bad, but to say, okay, they did this and this
correlates with what they did in the past, and you're using their past, or you're using their behavior to create an image, constantly updating with the way you see people. But when you turn inward, you stop updating because you're such a victim. You're in pain. You're constantly saying, I'm being attacked. But what you should do is, when you feel attacked, what can I learn about them from this? What does this say about them? How does this relate to their past patterns? You're actually getting out of your head. You got to get out of that mindset of constantly thinking of yourself.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys ever want to learn how to use your feminine energy to influence people, learn how to use your masculine energy to become more assertive, and also learn how to blend both energies to improve your dating life, your spiritual life, honestly, your relationship life, your family life, your career life, this is the course for you. If I had to make a course for my nieces, I have two nieces, one is 19 and one is 15. 16. Holy shit. Oh my God, he's a bad fucking uncle. He's a bad uncle. Get out. Shut up, Melissa. You should get this course, right? And this is the course that I will make for them. So, for example, watch the curriculum, right? In the first week, we're going to be showing you how to establish a strong masculine foundation without letting it hurt your feminine energy. This masculine foundation is a source of who you are, right? It's your bodyguard. Without this, whatever feminine energy you create will be destroyed by the outside, because your masculine is your shield. So we'll talk about goal setting. We'll talk about how to develop a serious attitude. We're going to be talking about how to use more logic, how to use more goal-oriented behavior. It's more how to be a man. Now the next one is how to embrace the feminine energy, right? This one would teach you about how to minimize excessive masculine traits, developing self-awareness, healing abundant feminine energy, regulating your emotion, mastering voice qualities and facial expressions, surrendering control, and allowing pain to be felt. This is honestly, this will supercharge, like Kaioken, your masculine energy. After that, we have femininity in the workplace, and how to be feminine in the workplace without letting people take advantage of you, and the nuances of how women of power should behave versus women who are subordinates in the workplace, and even the dress code. This is based on psychology, people. It's kind of insane. I'm actually excited about this one. The next week, we talk about navigating the labyrinth of male and female friendship, and this a lot of women find confusing, so we talk about that. And how to identify envious friends, how to identify the good friends, how to keep male friends, and how to keep female friends. Week 5, we talk about how to release the burden of the past and stop and destroy mental projections. This is actually really powerful. And then week 6, we talk about how to increase your observational power so that you can read people better. And we have a bunch of bonuses. The course starts at $99, and you guys can pre-order the course today at $69 before it goes out. If you're watching this, most likely I'm in the meditation retreat, so most likely I will be praying for all of you guys. And just click on the description down below of the video. Right there, you'll see it, and you can pre-order that course. It's gonna be out by the end of next month or the beginning of February of March. One of the two, people, because I have a 10-day retreat to do, and I want to finish the course after the retreat, because I think the ideas are gonna be so much better. All right, man. I'll see you guys later. Pre-order, man. I'm closing the channel.